Hello there. So this is MR Radio, and tonight's gonna be a bit different. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna play around a bit. Um, we'll be talking about the coronavirus in South Africa and what's the latest news of it. So yesterday we had the president talking about the steps and stages that needs to be taken. He said that they're gonna roll out a step 5 or group 5 um, way of doing it. So how it will work is they'll tell us, okay, it's stage 5 or group 5. So what will happen is we'll go back to lockdown. Um, from the 1st of May, we'll go into group 4, stage 4, where some of the people are able to go back to work, and some of the people some of the businesses are allowed to be open again, and a third of your employees will be allowed to be at work. So what this means is we'll get the economy back on track, and we'll be able to try and fix this mess that we are in. So just for to check today, the Covid-19 in SA stats, we have total tested 161,004 people tested, positive cases 4,361, recoveries 1,473, and deaths is unfortunately at 86. So that's bad. That's not it's not that good. So deaths per province, we're looking at Cape Town the most, and KwaZulu-Natal. In between we have Gauteng, Eastern Cape and Free State, with a minimum in Limpopo and nothing in Northern Cape. It's probably because there is nothing. So the hotspots in South Africa at this moment is Western Cape and Gauteng, and a little bit of KwaZulu-Natal and Eastern Cape. But the thing I'm looking at now is the way it's increasing. The confirmed cases is going up by day, and that's not good. Um, it means that I'm certain that we're gonna go to stage 4 and then just go back to stage 5 after a few weeks, because today I went to town just to get essentials, and it was business as usual. People were open that wasn't supposed to be open, and that's not good. So what I'm thinking is, I watched the president speak, and it should have been a very hard speech to give, even with the first time he had to say about the lockdown. I don't know how he's gonna handle it, so we'll have to see what he does in the near future. What I think is gonna happen is we're gonna have a case where it's almost gonna be like ESCOM. They're gonna tell us, okay, listen here, today you at group 4, stage 4. This companies can be open. So that's what I'm thinking is gonna happen. But it's uncertain times. I'm only speculating now. I can see if I go to my what you may call it, I'm just gonna throw out something where at the start of all of this, we can say a month ago, Bitcoin, I'm now going to cryptocurrencies, because that's ultimately where everything is going. If I go to cryptocurrencies, I can see that at the beginning of March, it was just above 100,000, and it's standing now at almost 150,000. So what it means is people are getting scared of money as well. So they are investing in other options to pay, like Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. So this is the way we're gonna go. This is digital payments is gonna get more and more and more effective, which is also a good thing. Music-wise, I'm seeing a lot of more platforms come out where you get to stream live music, live performing music for artists, and you get to tip them, which is great. I like that. The coronavirus is pushing us into a new era of performing arts, which is so great to see, and I'm loving it. Um, there is a few guys. I actually watched the live show of Chris Martin, lead singer of Coldplay, which was entertaining to see that he almost doesn't know any of his own chords to his songs. But it was entertaining to see how this is becoming a habit of artists going to social media to live stream, which is awesome. Okay, so I've been talking now for 6 minutes only about what's happening. So schools are not going to open, and I don't think they're going to open fast. They are talking about June, but if I see how it's increasing daily, the infected, it's probably they're gonna say no. There's no way schools are opening. It will be suicide. Um, it will be suicide for schools, because how can you tell a kid what to do? You can't tell a kindergarten kid you're not allowed to sit next to that boy, or the social distance won't be there in kindergarten. So I'm thinking maybe high school they'll open, because kids at that age know what's wrong and what's right. So probably they will open. But I can tell you, get your DVDs ready for sporting events, to watch the reruns of Curry Cups and all that, because we're not going to have any sport for the next 2 years, I'm telling you. We'll probably have sport where only the sportsmen are playing on the field, and we watch them on TV. No crowds allowed. So what I actually saw is on Monday it came out of WWE that was firing people. Well, not firing, they're retrenching. And I listened to the podcast of Ryback, where he spoke about what's actually happening in the WWE, which is a big statement. If you see a big company, $1 billion company, making cuts to save money, so that's already an indication that things aren't what they seem. We are in trouble. If big companies in United States are cutting people off to save money, that means the little guy here in Bella Bella must be terrified, because how are you going to survive? I'm speaking of a businessman point of view, because I lost my business now because of the COVID. So that's Strong's. I think we'll be okay. It's going to take time. I'm enjoying the lockdown. It gives me time to free up my mind, get more in touch with what I like and what I don't like. Like in the depressing times, I moved back to music. That's why I started the podcast, because I was bored and it felt like a nice thing to do. So I'm actually sitting outside on my couch outside, just watching it, looking at the stars and thinking I must do a podcast about Covid-19, because this is the in thing now. I'm scared. I think all of us are scared. We are all in the same boat. We all keep on saying that, but it's just the boat looks different. Mine is a bit more leaking. So also in the beginning of the week, people got answers from their banks, and some banks they made offers to get you into more loan debt, which I was angry at first. I wanted to write a song to attack them, all of those things, but the more I thought about it, is they're actually giving you an opportunity to still pay, or to pay your car, your house, everything you got with them, with a minimum fee of paying it back. Where if you take a payment holiday, you're actually just extending it, making it a few more years. And after I worked it out, I can save more money borrowing the money from them than just taking a holiday on my payments. Because at the end of the day, if you take a holiday, your interest rate goes up, which the banks don't tell you. But if you work it out, if you pay now 7.7% interest, it will go up to 11.20% if you take the payment holiday, and it will make the time you pay longer because now you extending it for 3 months. So that's not good. It's actually very bad. So I'm taking the offer of my bank to take they call it the COVID relief fund, which I actually am all about now. And also in the beginning of the week, the nice thing that happened is Spotify. They put on a link to all your PayPal or other platforms where you can actually have a tip jar. You can call it a tip jar where if people like your songs and they want to tip you, they can tip you through your PayPal, which is so awesome. Then I also discovered this new app called The Hat. I've done a few shows already on it and already have gotten a little bit of euros in it, which is awesome because you live stream and people tip you, which I was doing in any way on Facebook, but now I'm doing it on The Hat, where it's a small company, I think, and you're actually getting paid to stream your music, which is awesome. So I'm jumping around with all of this stuff, but I'm just saying what happened to me in this few days. So also what I saw is that we have benefit concerts that's going around, which is awesome. You have like Bon Jovi doing live streaming that this money raise is going to help people struggling in the COVID-19. We have Bob Dylan. We have all those big names actually now joining the live streaming to raise money to help people with the COVID-19, which is awesome. In my town, we have people, Chris Maurice and Charmaine, all those people working. They're actually getting in stuff to give to people in need, which is awesome. They're actually doing a very good job. But there is limitations to what they can do. So you can't go there and say you want food and then you come tomorrow again and you say you need food again, because they give you enough food to last you 2 weeks. So if you come within 2 weeks, you're not going to get help and you're going to get treated like a criminal, because that's actually what it is. In our town, we got people actually arrested for chatting in the streets, which is also, in this time, how the hell can you go out and chat in the streets? I had this morning people jogging past my house. Why in the hell would you jog in COVID-19? Come on, man. Where's your sense of respect for the government, sense of respect of the rules, sense of respect for my health and my family's health? So I also don't like that. But we're all coping our own way. I'm now without a job. I'm thinking of podcasting the whole day. I'm thinking of doing live shows the whole day. And at night I can't sleep, so then I then I podcast. And I'm doing it all by myself, but it's fine. So the way we've been keeping ourselves busy is going back to old school Age of Empires 2 remastered one, which is actually fun. We formed a group. We're all playing online and we just keeping ourselves busy. Actually just learning strategy. So what I'm seeing about the COVID-19 is I'm actually seeing more positive than negative. Yes, we have people dying, we have people in hospitals, and we have people in hospitals that need the bed, but they can't get the bed because of the COVID-19, because there's someone that needs the bed because they have COVID-19. But aren't you feeling you're more connected now to your family? Because what I've realized in this time is family is all you got. And damn for sure, after this, I will not take life for granted again. I will go see Cape Town. I will go see the Drakensberger. I will travel a bit. But if COVID-19 has learned anything to me, is never ever hate just to go out to McDonald's, because I can do with a McDonald's burger now. I told my wife, can't we just phone the owner, because we know the owner of McDonald's in Bella Bella. I'll ask her, can't we just phone this guy, and I just want a patty. I'll buy a patty and I'll make it at home, because I just want a McDonald's burger, a Big Mac meal. That's all I want. I don't care. Uh, it's like, at least I can still have my Monster energy drink. That's one good thing. To jump back, I've seen the artist. They're doing a good job. Chris Martin of Coldplay, he actually opened up a bit about it. You can go check it on Instagram, on Facebook, the show he did, where he actually said they're busy writing a new album, which is flippin' awesome, because we heard, well, the rumors I heard is they're done. Coldplay's not going to write any more albums. So to hear straight out of the lead singer that there's a new album coming after Covid-19 is a bit of a ray of sunshine. I've been following a lot of unknown artists throughout this lockdown. I was trying to get some ideas for my music, because I'm a rock singer, but I actually want to move into becoming a folk singer. So I want to change genres. So I was searching for new bands just to get that sound. And what I've realized is there is so many potential artists out there that doesn't get seen because of record labels. I've been doing a lot of research in this lockdown about record labels. You know, if an artist brings in $1,000, they only get $25 of that $1,000. That's insane. That's like, wow. The record label is taking most. But take into consideration, the record label does your marketing, they do your bookings, they organize your flights, they organize the hotel you stay in, they organize taxis, they organize a bus, they do all of your marketing, they do all of your branding. So you actually just show up, which is a good deal, but you make $1,000 and you only get $25 out of that $1,000. That's actually it's pretty sad. So I actually spoke to a independent artist, which is he's not signed with anyone. He does his own producing, he does his own recording, own writing, everything. He does it. He's a solo artist as well. His name is actually Pedro Barbosa. He has a band as well called the Barbosa Experience. So he actually does everything himself. Music videos, bookings, everything he does. And it took him a long time to get known in South Africa. And now actually one of his songs is playing on Jacaranda FM. And I was so proud of him, because I opened for him in 2013, 14, about there at a pub in Bella Bella, where I got so much respect for this guy, because he did rock songs, proper rock songs, and only with an acoustic guitar, and I was so impressed. And then I started following him on Facebook and Instagram, and I saw this guy is actually, he's super intelligent. So I'm actually just copying and pasting what he does. And I also got now my own studio in my house, where I do all my recordings. I'm not an experienced producer, but I can hear where something doesn't sound right, so I get by. But here's the catch. So I've been doing so much work on Spotify to promote my music on Facebook, Instagram. I get part of streaming teams. I put in all of the effort, and then at the end of the month, I only get 10 cents of all of my work, all of my hard work, 10 cents, because of admin fees. So that's depressing. But people hear my music, and at the end, isn't that what a magician, an artist, a singer-songwriter wants? Is people to hear the message you put out there. That's why I want to do it. That's why I want to sing. That's why I want to make music is to get my message out there, my stories, my feelings there, so that someone that's struggling with the same thing can relate to and maybe find answers in my songs. Like I'm pondering now about a new song I want to write, because I have a friend that she fought cancer a few years ago. It was skin cancer, and she actually won. She won the cancer fight. Now, a few weeks ago, she's now 27. A few weeks ago, she just went back to the doctors just for a test, and what happened? It's back. She has to fight this battle all over again, and this time it's in her lungs. It's aggressive. Each session costs like 80,000 rand. That's insane. Her medical aid's not covering it. So, musical artists, gym guys, instructor guys, movie actors, all of those in South Africa, and she's like from my town. All of those big names got together and they started this fundraising for her, and she's now actually went to 2 sessions already, which is so great. She's a super girl, and I think she's gonna win this again. I've backed her from the start. I was so depressed when I heard she got cancer again, because cancer is the human kryptonite. So I'm praying for her every night in my dreams. I wish I could also be like an artist like Matthew Mole, where I have 100,000 people joining in on my videos and raising funds for her. I wish I could do that. I'm certainly gonna write a song about her, and I'll get that song out as soon as I get some inspiration. But back to COVID-19. I would like to hear all of your experiences, how you've been treating the lockdown. I know the time with my kid is super. Some days I want to strangle that boy, but most of the times we're just playing cars with his fire trucks and his bikes and just having a jolt. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now and just give you maybe 1 or 2 songs. Alright.
Work it, move that bitch crazy. Fashion, baby, 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 work it, move that bitch crazy. Fashion, baby know that bitch crazy. Go off, fashion lady, work it,
Thanks for joining me today. And I'll be talking to you soon. And be safe in the coronavirus. Cheers, man. Radio out.